Some new Witch Queen exotic info has been released seemingly early in a snippet of what seems to be a Bungie trailer. It's only roughly 20 seconds long, but it's jam-packed full of interesting info, and today I'm going to run through all the details that we currently have. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. And roughly 98% of viewers who watch This Week in Video Games aren't subscribed, so subscribe today and never miss an update. Well, before we take a closer look, let's have a look at the snippet of the ad. But do be warned, this could be considered as spoilers, so do consider this your spoiler warning, and click off the video now if you don't want to know. Well, now you've seen the footage, let me know in the comments what you think of the design of these new exotics. Well, in the build-up to expansions and seasons, we often encounter earlier releases of info, but this one is new to me. So previously, we've had spoilers from Silver ads before Season of Arrivals. This one looks like it's going to be a video from a Google ad from AdSense, and ideally, that should have been released at the same time as the presumed trailer that's coming from Bungie. Well, first up today, let's have a look at a bit more detail about what we know so far. Well, first of all, we see what looks to be some kind of arc machine gun or railgun, and it appears to be shooting lightning and has the visual appearance similar to Ruinous Effigy. You know, I'm not really convinced that this is a machine gun, given we've already got Thunderlord, which basically does the same job, although at one point in the trailer we see the text Season Pass required, and that could mean it is the seasonal exotic weapon. Well, the second weapon that we see appears to be a hive grenade launcher that shoots hive larvae or baby hive. So we've definitely got a grenade launcher here, and it appears to have hive runes covering the weapon, and then we get a clear shot of a guardian shooting a hive worm out of the main cannon. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens when you get hit by one of these baby hive. Now, we don't have much of an indication at the moment as to what the element is, apart from the yellow streak left behind when the weapon is shot. So it could be a solar weapon. Well, then we get to see a little bit more of the Osteostriga submachine gun, and we've seen this in action before briefly in other trailers, and apparently this one is corrosive, similar to that of Thorn, and it's going to be in the kinetic slot. So I really look forward to this being paired up with Necrotic Grip in the future. So given this one has been announced already, this is likely to be the campaign exotic once you run through the campaign, and you'll probably pick it up from the vendor at the end, which could be Eris Morn, or it could even be Savathun herself, depending on how the campaign goes. So if it turns out this is in the kinetic slot and it's corrosive much like Thorn, that could indicate that we're moving towards a poison or corrosion damage type in the future, and we know we're not getting anything like that for the Witch Queen, but this could point to future DLC content. But that is all speculation at the moment. I'm sure we're going to know more once the full trailer comes out. Well, finally, we see a glaive, and that appears to be firing mini supers. So this glaive appears to have different colours for different contexts. So we see a void-coloured glaive shooting out wards of dawn. They appear to cover one of our fire team members and protect them. In another shot, we see a glaive shooting out arc bolts. And on second thought, rather than being a single glaive that changes context, this may well be 3 light-based glaives, and they interact with our light subclasses and fire-off supers in some yet-to-be-announced feature. So remember, with the Taken King, we did have 3 exotic swords, and they were class-specific, and maybe, just maybe, we're going to get 3 class-specific exotic glaives. Yeah, perhaps when they're fully charged up, they have additional capabilities. So really, really exciting stuff, and let me know in the comments what you think of that. We've also got some hints at exotic armour too, and we can clearly see a Titan exotic helmet when the 3 Guardians are facing the camera near the end of the short video. Well, that is all the footage that we got at the moment. I fully expect Bungie to release a trailer very, very soon, whether it be today or in the next few days. And hopefully going to be a full version of that, which is going to be a few minutes long. Well, last year, just before Beyond Light, we got an in-depth trailer detailing exotics like Cloud Strike, Mask of Bakris, No Time to Explain, and there's loads more too. And this was a few minutes long, and it was a hype trailer detailing some of the upcoming exotics, which in turn should highlight some of the reasons why fans should buy the new DLC. And it looks like we're going to be getting the same kind of trailer with the Witch Queen, and it looks like this video is used on an ad in a shorter version, which will be found on other websites via Google Ads. So we haven't seen the full trailer yet, but I assume we're going to get that this week. But if I was a betting man, I'd either put my money on today or definitely the next few days. We are about 3 weeks out now from the release of the Witch Queen DLC, and you could imagine the timeline looking something like... So this week on the 1st or maybe on the 8th of February, the Season 15 story wrap-up. So we're going to get the exorcism with Savathun, and maybe they will leave a little space around that to let that breathe for a little while. And then on the 15th, we're going to get some more Witch Queen promotion. So there's definitely going to be a story trailer or a new hype trailer. And then finally, on the 22nd of February, that's only 3 weeks away now, we're going to get the Witch Queen release and, of course, Season 16 too. So Season 16 is confirmed and starting on the same day as the Witch Queen. So we're going to have an absolute feast of content on the 22nd of February to tuck into. Well, going back to this Google ad, it does appear to be only surfacing in specific regions, and there is no 100% way to go and find it. Or if you go to the Destiny the Game Reddit, or also Raid Secrets, they do detail it on there as well. So ideally, this ad and the impending trailer should have been released at the same time, and it looks like a specific region accidentally fired this off early, revealing some of the biggest Witch Queen exotic weapons before the official trailer. So while this is less than ideal, it still has the Destiny community's jaws on the floor, especially when it comes to the crazy design nature of some of these exotics. You know, here's looking at you, that Hive Larvae launcher. You know, no doubt we're going to get an official follow-up trailer very, very soon. You know, when it is hard to say. Normally in these circumstances, it's pretty soon after, so I'd expect it either today or tomorrow, but definitely this week. Well, let me know in the comments what you think of the design of these new exotics. And that is it for this early look at the Witch Queen exotics. And as always, thank you so much for watching. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.